Takže čau lidi, já jsem Sanchis a vítám vás u první epizody na Game of Thrones. Pokud tu hru ještě neznáte, tak je to klasická Telltaleovka. Má to 6 epizod, pokud se nemýlím. Ano. A pokud neznáte seriál, tak se vůbec nemusíte obávat, protože to nemá žádnou návaznost, nebo je tam pár postav ze seriálu, ale to je v pohodě. Jo, takže si myslím, že můžeme rovnou začít. Tak jo, první epizoda. Ano, v pozadí Tyrion Lannister. Tak jo, jdeme na to. No, klasická úvodní věta od Telltale, že série se řídí podle našich rozhodnutí. Po stovky let byl ten rod Foresterů partnerem Houseu Starků. Těžili železné dřevo. A jejich osud je nejistý. No, ale jako začíná to hodně klidně. Vypadá to, že se něco odstavuje, nebo je dobrá nálada. Výborná kombinace. Tady to je jedna z hlavních postav.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
No, a jakož myslela, tak musíme dělat tady ty práce. Takže zvedneme meč.
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brains all over it. Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You'll never have a sword like that.
Ale prosím tě.
I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest...
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too.
You think he's lying?
Nor never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. A hand round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What do I tell you?
I brought him to his knees.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story, which grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank
you, Garrett. I'll do it.
Oh.
Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate. To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King in the
North! Tomorrow, we march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Iron from Ice.
Iron from Ice!
Jo, vedlo se to.
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
I need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his
Kde
father,
je
I could not be more proud of the man he's become.
Princátko.
On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now.
Co
With
se
me, my
mnou?
lord.
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you? You served me
Chci
well.
samozřejmě
Let me
bojovat.
fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard
Tyjo,
tomorrow.
zdravím Soft
Not
Games.
as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett. Your hard work has paid off.
Thank you, my lord. I promise.
Když tak
I won't
Soft
let you
Games
down.
napiš mi,
That I
jak...
don't doubt. But for now,
jak je to se
keep this
zvukem, jestli
between
jsem dobře
us.
slyšet.
We're celebrating tonight. I wouldn't want the other squires to feel discouraged.
Yes, my lord.
Now go, and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord. Thank you.
Tak jo. Tak už nejsme dále sluha, ale mám si to ještě pro dnešek nechat jako
Squire!
tajemství.
Fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand? Come on. Make it up to you.
Jo.
Yeah, no problem.
Máme
I
to
have
udržet
been a
jako
squire longer
tajemství.
than you. So, I outrank you. You should help me.
No, Lord je pišnej. Lordovi se to takhle zalíbilo.
Fetch more
Tak zatím je
wine.
všechno pohodový,
From
no.
my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the
A tak
Lord.
známe ty Telltale
Let him
Games.
fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
It's your
Prostě
job
udělej, co
to
máš.
do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations. If I'd grown up covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming. But not by much.
Just shut your mouth.
It's the truth. It's not like I'm making it up.
Ne, nebudem takhle zvít.
All I'm saying is, at this rate we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life. All in wine around a fucking wedding. What a waste of fucking time.
Give it time. You'll get there.
More easy for you to say. Maybe if my uncle were castellan at House Forrester, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
No, jako,
It's right over
jak tak
there.
poslouchám, tak náš strýček má nějaký vliv v našem rodině. Dvojčat. Stronghold House of Freyu. No, takže vypadá, že jsme tady utáboření někde s Freyem.
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Fucking phrase.
Nice night for a wedding. Not often he
To
finds a
pěkně
willing
nezdá,
husband for
Gerete.
one of his daughters.
No, jako, tohle vojáci se
Don't
nedělají.
expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett.
Když se něco nepřipravuje, takže
What? What's wrong?
třeba mít docela obavy. Aby to nedošlo třeba ke vzpouře nebo tak něco.
What's gotten
No a
into
tohle
you?
není normální.
You're acting rather odd.
Musíme vypadnout.
We need to get back. Now.
They're fine, they can wait.
No, you don't understand. We need to go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
No tady se 100%
What's wrong
něco
with him?
uděje.
Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
You go if you're in such a rush.
No je to jasný. Ne, nemůžeme ho nechat tam.
But what about?
Ale
What the hell
dělej.
was that about? Slow down, would you?
A
What's the rush?
zdrhej!
Run!
No, a už je to tady.
We need to get back to camp.
Pěkně. Levá, výborně. A to je dobrý.
Garen, we have to get back.
A gift from the king.
Počekávám Ačko. Ne, natáhnou se. Tento... Výborně, Gereta. Musím se vzít Kordovi.
Ready, boys! Whoa! Shoot that one!
Aha. Nahoru. A teď na něj. Výborně. A teď jsem to zvládl, výborně.
Look out!
Ježi, teď jsem nedával pozor. No, tak rychle pryč toho. Takže nás nespadne. No, stejně. A X-ko, jeden na to. Klasika od Telltale. Aj. Rodrigo zatím pořád zvládá. Doleva. Dolů. Sverec. Teda sverec. Trůleně, to jsem taky úplně mimo. No, a tohle je tak... Doleva. Doprava. Doleva. Skupni ho. Je. A... To je blbý. To je sakra lidí. No, vypadá to, že je dobrý ten. No, já musím jít za úkol ho ochránit.
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
No.
Speak up, Garrett. Did you see him or not?
Je,
Hey, he's gone, my lord. There was nothing I could do.
Find a weapon, quickly!
No, výborně. Tak, pojď, Grete. Je. Tento ještě, pojď. Díky, lorde.
You fucking traitor! Go, my lord, while there's still time!
To nedá, to nemůže zvládnout.
Seven hells.
Ale musíme
We have to
pokračovat.
keep moving, my lord.
I'd never make it. They'll hunt us down like dogs.
Walder Frey says time's over.
To je blbý.
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs.
Ironrath.
There's no time to waste. I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors.
Walder Frey says
You have to
about
go.
stage, you're welcome to the fucking torch.
I won't leave you, my lord.
Can, and you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me. Tell your uncle. Tell him. The North Grove must never be lost.
Severní háj nesmí
Tell
být
no one
nikdy
but
ztracený.
him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your Uncle Duncan. The future of the house
udělám
may
to.
depend on it.
I swear that I will, my lord.
Hey, It's those foresters!
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters!
Ale tak ho neviděli. No, tak mi to zvládalo.
With love from the fray.
No, tak to nám začíná hezky. Jsme bávce rodu, umře a teď už si vypůdnáme. Epizoda první, železo z ledu. A teď jsme na našem území, na Králově stezce, nebo cestě. A můžeme teda do Ironratu, což tady předpokládám, že bude nějaké naše sídlo. Můžeme konečně hrát volně. Je prase jak z Majkova novýho videoklipu. Krev.
Blood. Fresh.
Mrtvý prase. Který taky někdo prošel. Nebo se tady spíš něco stalo. Něco hoří. Se tady to rozlídnem. Tady nic. Tady taky nic. Nějaký vozík převržený.
That's father's car.
To vlastně našemu otci, jo. No vlastně jako... Kde byl teda, nebo je nebo byl, podle tak to vezme, tak budeme pocítit, takže jeho rodiče nebudou nějaký bohatí a tady to nebudou naši.
Move along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
No, jedem k našemu otci.
I recognize you. You're a forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead.
No prosím tě.
Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself. Probably a deserter.
I killed a man for it.
Did you? Now why don't I believe you?
To jsi kretén úplně.
That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get
první.
off my land!
This is Bolton land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he'd like a proper lordly sword like that.
No, omlouvám se, že furt si pletu Čtyře.
No.
Ty si bude tu písmena a ty
I'll have that
znaky,
sword,
protože já hraju jak na PSku, tak na Xboxu a tak jsem to takhle plete. Má jdi do prdele.
Fuck you.
Jdeme. Znova. No ale co? Je to na Gereta těžký, je to.
Finish this fucking pig farmer.
Pathetic.
A sekerka?
You really
No
are.
to si beru vidla. Ačko. No a teď ho zapíchni. Moc hezky, Gerete. Leva. Prava. Jdeme. Ještě tady. Výborně, Gerete. Vem ten meč. Chyť ten to úplně rozříz to stejně. Ježíš, já se omlouvám, jsem si spletl křížek se čtverečkem. Valar Morgulis. No, tak to začíná hezky, no. Umřu hnedka v první epizodě. Tak znova. Teď doufám, že už to neskazíme. A teď to zas neposral. Výborně, Gerete. Teď už jsme to zvládli.
Mercy, please. I beg of you. I have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
Vypadni.
Thank you.
Lord Whitehill will see you hang for this.
Ty jako zdrhneš, jo?
promise.
Ty hajzla. Jako ten chlap měl pravdu, že jenom poslouchal příkazy, no. Ale on by nás zabil, no. Doufám, že to nějak neovlivní. Doufám, že to nějak hodně neovlivní. Ten další průběh.
Your sister.
Co s naší sestrou?
She hid.
Ona.
I tried to stop them.
I'll kill the men who did this.
Nebo Gerete, dočkáš te. Tady to je Aerohrad. Ano. Je to naše sídlo. Rodu Forestrů.
It's Garrett.
No jako nevypadáme
Get the
jako
Castellan. Tell him his nephew
silný
survived.
lud. Pár lidí tady. Nebo aspoň na první dojem, no.
Garrett!
Možná to bude větší.
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the maester! Meet us in the Great Hall! Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what? My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg.
No jako teď ten to úplně rozříz, nebo jsem tak
Your
vypadal.
justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us. These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
Ty vole. Ahahaha. No, taky způsob, no.
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act of treachery and betrayal. Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you? I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester saved your life.
He did.
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son, Roderick.
No,
Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen. It's unfortunate the Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
That's not how it happened. Roderick had already fallen.
Well, I'd imagine Lord Forrester would sacrifice himself to save anyone from his house, high or low. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
Půjde to, Gerete.
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
No, a můžeme zase hrát? No, takže tady... Mistr... Co to je? Ortengrin. Co o nás postaral? Tak s ním rovnou pokecáme, když máme tu možnost. Ale podíváme se.
Keep moving.
Co to bylo za pohled? A teď pokecáme.
Does your leg feel weak?
No. I just wanted to ask you.
No, kde teďka na vývod?
Who is the new lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course.
Ethan.
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
What will happen to me now?
Excellent question. Under normal circumstances, you could join Sir Royland and his men. Although, given the circumstances of your... circumstances, it becomes a bit tricky, doesn't it? I suppose it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
Lord Forrester promoted me. At the Twins, I'm no longer a squire, if that matters.
It might, I suppose. But I'll defer to Lord Ethan on this.
Can I see Ethan? Is he here?
He is, but I'm afraid he's indisposed at the moment. He prefers not to be disturbed while practicing his lute.
No, tak jdem. No, ještě se tady zeptám.
Why do the Whitehills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
The Whitehills want Forrester Ironwood.
They'd take it all if we'd let them, especially now with the Boltons in power, and proceed to clear-cut every last inch of it until there's nothing left, just as they've done before.
No, tak teď už ne.
Never mind.
Tyjo, já zdravím Šíma Gaming, sice se zatím nekouká, ale určitě přijde.
I may be mistaken. You do seem able to put weight on it.
Ale zajímalo by mě jako... Když Rodrik byl první syn, tak jako kde je ten druhý, když teda by měl teďka vládnout Ethan, který je třetí?
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
No, snad se to rozvíme. Už jsme vzali bandáž. A nějaký bylinky.
This might help.
Tak jo, pokračujeme.
No, you see there? You're limping
I'm
again.
fine, really.
A když chodí v pohodě, Ortengry, nebo jak se jmenuješ. Ještě tady něco, okno. To...
The Ironwood Grove.
Ale tam byla nějaká tapisérie, nebo co to bylo. To si pamatuju. No takhle, to jsem viděl. Z těch záběrů delších. Je to tady. No, můžeme se na ní podívat dokonce, super. No, teď se nám sem představí ty nejdůležitější z rodu Forresterů. Tak začneme tady. Lady Forrester.
She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Mira. Still in King's Landing, I suppose.
No, takže Mira tady není.
I wonder if they'll bring her home.
Ryan. Tady to je Talia a Ethan.
Talia and Ethan. I suppose Lord Ethan now.
Tady to je Ryan.
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth born son.
Ten je čtvrtý. Tady to je samozřejmě Lord.
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him. Gregor the Good.
Gregor dobrý.
Roderick. He was our best warrior by far.
Jako jak Lorda, tak Rodrika jsme jako skoro vůbec nepoznali. Byli jsme s nima 10 minut, ale jako... Protože už a tady to je Asher. A ty jsi kdo?
Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
Ten byl vyhnaný do Essosu, takže... Není tady to ten druhý syn, když to byl asi
better than was to be expected. I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will tell, but... Lady Forrester.
Lady.
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened. Is it true? Your family... I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on.
No tak dítále, no.
Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know. Whatever you can recall.
He saved my life, my lady.
Yet not Roderick's.
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion. But if you can remember anything, I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can remember.
No tak.
It would mean so much to the family.
O tom severním háji bych se nechtěl zmiňovat, protože to jsme měli říct
That's very kind of you to say.
jenom svému strýčkovi.
You have the Forester's sword.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord Forrester asked me to return it to the house. He said this is where it belongs. With his family.
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
It's too dangerous, especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength.
I'll be sure it's
To je
given
nějaký
to Ethan.
území, to bude asi ten Sir Royland, nebo...
Duncan,
Nikdo jiný
this was
nenapadá.
our land.
Duncan, takže
They were
to je
our
Duncan, to je náš
people.
strýček.
Your family.
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do.
Jo, a je
But
to
now
Sir
is not the
Royland.
time to provoke the White Hills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
No a keď přijde?
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on Forester
Zabil
land.
lidi? No.
You can't fault the
Ježiš, já
boy
jsem nic
for
nestihl,
defending
ty
himself.
vole.
I don't. But they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument we cannot win. We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would
Máme
you
maximálně
ask?
týden.
Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard.
Musíme být
It was his
chytří.
family they killed.
My uncle's right. We need to be smart.
Smart. Eddard Stark was smart. And look where that got him. So, what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
Jeban
I'd have done
Bolton.
the same, as any man would.
Fuck the Boltons. One of their men killed my family.
Aye. You'll say it was justice. They'll say it was murder. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take. Which is why you cannot stay.
Co?
Cannot stay. Duncan, the
Kam
boy
bych měl
has
jít?
suffered enough.
But
Jako mě
where would I
vyženeš?
go?
The one place beyond the reach of even House Bolton.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons. I'm afraid it's the only solution. Especially now, when the house is so vulnerable.
I'll do what's best for the house. So I'll go. I'm not afraid.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The White Hills will come looking for you.
No, takže náš vlastní strýček nás vykázal na zeď, to nazval.
Were it up to me,
Nie wiem, o co
I'd
to-
gladly
co to
drive a
jest.
sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if
Jako
given
já
a chance.
seriál moc
I
neznám, moc jsem toho
would.
neviděl.
God's willing,
takže-
someday I will. But for now, I have House
Nevím,
Forrester to
nevím,
consider
co to bude.
first. Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch,
I'll do what's best.
which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
I've been waiting for the right
Aha,
moment to
teď je ta
tell you.
chvíle to říct o tom háji.
What? What is it?
Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Sorry. You caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
He said tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
No.
This is important, Garrett. I need to know the truth.
Of course not. I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret.
Co říká náš
But soon,
strýček, tak
I may need your help. I
severní
can't say
háj.
anything more
Většina
just
lidí-
yet.
většina
Just know
lidí
that
ani neví, že
North Grove
existuje.
may
Myslí,
very
že to
well
je
be
nějaký
vital
mýtus.
to the future of this house.
Ale
But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you
taky
can.
o
It will
tom
help.
pořádně nic moc neví.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Remember, you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
I'll make you proud.
You already have.
No, Geralt odjíždí.
Garrett,
A tam
wait!
Itálie ještě. Co to se ještě stane? Jaký přívěšek?
Be safe.
Se stromem. Ten strom, to jsem pochopil, to je nějaký náš znak. To bylo už, to bylo na té židli, na tom meči to je. Je na tom náhrdelníku. No a teď už fakt jdem. No, teď se na to přesunu. Vypadá to, že si zahrajeme za Ethna. Jo, Ethan Forrester. Ty vole, kolik mu je?
I couldn't find him. Could you?
Já nemůžu najít.
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
I don't like this game anymore. Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a game.
Bude mlčet.
Ryan, look who we've found.
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
Garrett is strong. He can take care of himself.
Jo. Garrett to sebe dokáže
No one will
postarat.
tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been
Potom jsem se
serious.
přesvědčil na začátku hry.
I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And he calls you a milksop.
Sir Royland forgets himself. After all, you are the lord of the house now.
I'll have him punished for saying that.
What does milksop mean?
I don't know. But I know it's not good.
Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword. Like a man. He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A lord should know how to fight.
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah! Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training, and he never smiled anymore. And Asher just got angry at everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them. It's for you to decide for yourself.
I promise I won't change.
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
You'll have to have both, I'm afraid.
But since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once. But Ethan will be a good lord. A proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
Lord Ethan, you're needed in the Great Hall at once. Quickly, on your feet.
No, vypadá to, že
What's the matter?
budeme řešit první
Lord Whitehill has
lordovství
arrived,
povinností.
unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Aha.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would
No,
command
musíme
Ethan
jít s
to
ním
stay.
jako
With his family.
sorry, Ryan,
Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyways.
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
Jako jsme lord, musíme tam jít. A jako měli by to pochopit.
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
The business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
What should I say to him?
Tell him and his men to leave.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead men roll over.
Cože? Takový špekoun.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house, but to his family it's still a loss.
Thank you, Lord Whitehill.
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself. I've been waiting for this day all my life. The Forresters finally get their due.
I may be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody Forresters.
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt. It was an oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You Forresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have you back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye, And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries, you cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Ty vole, tenhle debil. S tím CDčkem na té palici.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business. Keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said. When your man attacked us for no reason.
Yeah.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men? And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
Your men attacked and drew first blood. They murdered his entire family.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with him?
We haven't seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done.
Když to byla bulvně, když jsme se o to postarali, ty vole, oni tady teďka budou někde.
Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton.
No, počkaj. Víme, že jsme ho poslali pryč.
What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady. Toto vyřeší za nás.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
We're in the right, Lord Whitehill. Remember that.
Hiu. To ani nečum. No, tak... Bych řekl, že se nám moc nepovedlo.
Your son did well, my lady. He kept his wits while Lord Whitehill lost his temper. A lesser man would have been rattled, but Ethan here held his ground.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
Zase tady to. No a jsme asi jinde, takže... Protože budu rád za Miru, protože jsme o ní mluvili. Jo, to je ono.
Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay. If it's presented to her as it should be.
Tak co se mezi tím děje u ní? To je úplně v klidu. To je v Králově přístavišti, tady se zatím nic neděje, nebo aspoň myslím. A vypadá, že... Co tady je? Náš znak samozřejmě.
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
Essos, jako já doufám, že si za toho Ashera zahrajem, protože...
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Tý tapy série.
It once belonged to Lady Elena.
Jak tam byl tu sekiru, tak... Ten se mi bude líbit. To už poznám. Nedokončený dopis. Co rovnou přečteme?
Father,
jsme ho my, tak proč se na to nepodívat?
much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
To měl být dopis pro tátu, no. Tak ten už neodešel.
Wonders made by man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick. I hope to see them all someday.
Nebo ví vůbec Mira o tom, co se tam děje, že Roderick a Lortem jsou mrtví? Dobře, teďka jak řekla, že doufá, že někdy ještě uvidí. Vlastně Roderickův dárek. Tak nevím.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Co tady ještě? Další dopis? To je od mámy.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
Máme nějak požádat Lady Marjorie o nějakou pomoc? Uvidíme. Někdo klepal?
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
No tak pojď dovnitř, kdo se ještě, jsi tady nějaký sluha, nebo? Jenom mě takhle ne, je to sluha.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
Jsem v pohodě.
I'm fine, thank you.
Of course, milady.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady. You work for Lady Marjorie?
To se bude vyptávat furt.
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but it was definitely an argument.
Ne, že to jsem nechtěl.
I heard them arguing about House Forrester.
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken. I hope you're not in any kind of trouble. Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Dík za informace, Áčaj. Jo, blížíme se k první hodince hraní.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
Každá epizoda by měla mít někde něco okolo. Mezi hodinkou a půl až 2 hodinami by to mělo trvat, takže... Tady to je jako... Tady to je první epizoda, tak nevím. Za půlkou už budeme určitě.
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
So?
She was very pleased with herself.
I'm not a traitor.
Of course not. It's only an excuse to torment you, and by extension, me. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort. For what, I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
What do I say?
Find a way to appease her. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
No dobře, no. Takže jdeme.
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
A ještě jsme neřekli Marjorie o té pomoci, jo? Doufám, že se k tomu ještě dostaneme.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Good luck.
No. Tak jdeme za královnou, no. Takže klasika, musíme jí říct to, co chce slyšet. No, může být tak těžký. To je Tyrion, ten prcek tam.
You can do this.
To bude určitě, no, to nemůže být ani nikdo jiný. Ježiš, tady je pomalu. O, dobrý.
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Klaknem?
Your Grace.
Proč ne? Máme dělat to, co chce.
The girl knows her courtesies.
No, líbilo se jí to.
Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which. The girl is clever.
She only meant...
I don't care what she meant. I care what she said. I won't stand for impertinence from a girl of the North.
If you would give her the chance to explain...
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
They were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
Perhaps too clever for her own good. And she would have us believe she didn't know which king she served. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose.
Co to je?
Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the wall? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake?
Děkuju,
Should she be
no.
held accountable?
Počkej chvilku. Do prdele,
It is
hej!
not her place
Teď
to
jsem se
say, Your
nesoustředil, ty vole.
The girl must have an opinion on the matter.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something
Bylo to
they're
nejhorší,
not.
co jsme mohli udělat,
Who
mlčet.
knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question. Go on.
Také
I would be true
královi.
to the
Máme
king,
říct to, co se jí líbí. A to je tady to.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my
Díky,
condolences for his loss.
Díky.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I was trying to appease her.
I think that was clear to everyone. My sister and I
Tyrion je
have our
chytrý, no, ten nás prokoukne hnedka.
She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we
Stalo se
can.
nám Until Dawn, no.
She threatened to give your ironwood to another
To jsem vám
house.
chtěl říct, že
It is the Master of Coin who decides such
jestli
matters.
chcete vidět i Until Dawn, tak dneska
The
večer
crown
bude
needs
stream.
boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
Já chvilku stopnu. Bych ho chtěl takhle pozvat, že dneska večer bude stream s Until Dawn, tak můžete klidně přijít. Budeme začínat mezi 8 až 10, nevím přesně, no, ale až bude tma trochu, no, takže v 8 ne, no, později. 9 až v 10. A teď zase se soustřeďme na Game of Thrones.
I suppose the crown could
Můžete nám
be
docela důležitý
persuaded to
rozhovor,
secure
který jsme
ironwood from
požádali
House
Tyriona
Forrester.
o pomoc.
Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous.
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you? I'll consider it.
No, jako Tyrion chce
Now,
pomoct.
if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Tak to je hezký.
3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
Good night, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
Jo, abych odpověděl Soft Games, tak promiň, ale až zítra. Dneska si dám jenom jednu epizodu, takhle to bude po každý. Každý den jedna epizoda.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
No, šlo to moc dobře, no, jako.
I'm sorry.
Nezalíbí jsme
Cersei
si
is known
Cersei.
for being rather difficult. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
To tam přehází, z toho bude průser, tyjo.
I'm told he has a paramour.
O, tak.
Which I doubt is Dornish for wife.
He is quite handsome.
And quite passionate, from what I've heard. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Marjorie well. Which is more than you can say for his mother.
I'd marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course. Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as Queen of the 7 Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
No, Marjorie je tady, no. Tak, teď to schytáme.
Well,
I'm
sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
Mě zajímá, jestli je naštvaná jenom kvůli tomu, že
it is men who are powerful.
jsme si teďka, že jsi mi to tady přeházela,
The Queen was
to, co jsme řekli u královny, že jako...
display, Mira.
Ona nám říkala, aby jsme jí řekli to, co chce
it's
slyšet. Takže to jsem jako musela předpokládat, že když nám dala...
King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
Nebo královi.
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over.
Tak jim muselo být jasný, že řekneme královi, ne?
I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Ona ty na nás naštvaná,
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
It doesn't matter what you feel. It only matters what you say.
You learn very quickly. You were brave agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
Ha? Teď požádáme o tu pomoc. Jo, musíme se zeptat.
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
No, v soukromí, samozřejmě.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
No, tohle bys myslela měli říct v soukromí.
I trust her.
Ne, tohle musíme, ne.
I prefer to speak with you alone.
Jako promiň se, no, ale... Tohle jako fakt by mělo zůstat jenom mezi mnou a Marjorie. No zapamatuje si to, no.
Go on. Ask.
Forgive me, my lady. I wouldn't otherwise ask this of you, but my mother insisted. It's about my family.
Ramsay Snow. What would you have me do?
My mother fears our family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. She thought, if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. I know it's a lot to ask of you, and I wouldn't otherwise, but she insisted.
That is no small request, especially now.
I know, my lady, and I wouldn't ask this of you otherwise. But my mother has left me no choice. She insisted.
Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire? Joffrey will not look favorably on such a request.
Please, Lady Marjorie, I beg of you. I fear for my family's safety.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're the only one who can help me. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady.
No, výborně.
I will send a raven to my family.
Marjorie se teda pokusí pomoci, když nám nic neslibuje. Neslibuje, že se to povede, ale aspoň to zkusí. No a zase se nám mění postava. To už jsem pochopil tady toho období. A hrajeme zase za Gereta, který je na cestě. Na zek. Ke zdi, nevím. Dobrý, no, někdo tady řve ty uprostřed noci v lese a uvětě nám. Jdeme zjistit, co to je. Ty vole. To jsou zase ty jejich vojáci, trošku tam.
Let's play a little game, shall we? Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat?
Aha. To je ten, jak jsme měli to rozhodnutí, se ho zabít nebo ne. No tak zatím nic nedělá. Zatím je v pohodě.
Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy, what with all that bloody noise.
Like a drowning cat. I thought he'd never stop.
As my father likes to say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord. 2 at most.
Vypadá, že tohle je Ramsay.
My lord?
Tak dobrý, no, právě tady někoho vlastně, ty vole. Stáhl z kůže, nebo nestáhl, ale prostě ho rozřezal úplně.
There.
A to je blbý.
Hear that? I know I heard something.
To zase všimnou ne, když utečem. Zůstaň. Teď to bude hodně o štěstí, ale... Teď je přímo vedle nás.
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
Dobrý to je. Pojď se vypadni. Dobrý. No, tak to bylo dobrý štěstí. Jako zajímalo mě, co by se stalo, kdybychom našli utíkat, protože jako... Dá se teď ne. Jsem bude přímo za námi. Hlavně se podívat, co tam udělal. Ještě jednou zdravím Soft Games. No ty.
Bloody hell.
Tak teď se nám mění postava. A za Etna budeme hrát. Asi. Jo.
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
To není špatný, no.
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good. He was fair and wise.
I want to be like that, like my father.
Your father was well regarded by nearly everyone. It took years, if not decades, to earn. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others, the Lord Sentinel. Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Ty teď nevím, jak bych měl přeložit toho Sentinela, prostě ne strážce, ale jako... Prostě ten, kdo bude vedle něj, jako... Nevím. Teď fakt nespomenu, jak to říct. Aha. Jde mi dělat lordovský povinnosti.
I've done nothing wrong! I was only trying to survive!
Lord Ethan. Maester.
Who is this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
Deserter a zloděj. Co udělal?
This house is doomed!
To je nějaký magor, ty vole.
We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
Aha.
2 shields and 3 spears.
Proč to udělal?
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone.
Mercy, go.
To znamená, že tady vzbouří ty lidi.
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
You'll address him as Lord.
A tak, to vás nemusíš, Rolanda.
Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment.
No a teď
Lord
jdeme
Gregor always took a
vymyslet.
thief's
No, teď
feet.
jdeme.
3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it
Men
is.
need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the wall.
Leave the man alone. Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us. Deserved to. Make him pay for what he's done. Give us justice.
I will decide.
Send him to
No, je to tak, a teď co tam bude za možnosti?
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord. My family depends on me.
Vzít 3 prsty, milost, nebo poslat na zeď. Na zeď bych ho neposílal, jako. Už jenom kvůli té rodině, ale... 3 prsty nebo mech. Já to radši stopnu, i když jako tam to není nějak časově omezený, ale tak radši. Jo, buď vzít 3 prsty, anebo...
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
He still serves House Forrester and deserves our protection.
He's a rat in our grain stores.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
No, jako doufám, že teď toho nebudu litovat, no, i když... Ty nevím, co se o mě budou myslet lidi. Jako tahle ta je ráda, to je jasný. To bylo vidět z toho výrazu, protože nám prosila, aby jsme se nezměnili, aby jsme...
Not just yourself, of course. You can weigh on any lord.
Maester, what do you think?
Me?
Yes. Did I do what's right?
Disloyalty shouldn't be rewarded if others will take advantage of your mercy. You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, God. I can't get involved. I am a maester. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are two capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here, the bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen Sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your Sentinel will wear this for all to see.
Thank you for your counsel, Maester.
It is my duty. Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
Dobře, takže se teď jdeme promluvit s oběma a pak svoláme koncil u mistra a tam přidáme. Perdu krávinu. Ty, ale osobně nevím, jestli Duncana nebo Rolanda. Každý má své plusové a minusové stránky. To tady je. Tower Enter nepotřebujeme, Master ten Green zatím ne. Tak jdeme se zatím podívat sem a pak se pomluvíme hnedka s Duncanem. Ne, tak jdeme
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
If that's what's necessary to keep the house safe, then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
No a teď, tak to bylo jenom kvůli tomu jídlu a teď teda pořádně jdem promluvit s Duncanem.
Duncan.
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
No tak se zeptáme tedy na to, ohledně toho Sentinela.
As Lord, I must name a Sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
Zakecáme to, pryč? A mu nechci nic říkat
o tom
Sentinelovi.
I did it for your own protection, my lord. Garrett had to go. By sending him away myself, I thought it would keep you blameless in the eyes of the White Hills. I only hope to give you an advantage. And I regret any action you disapprove of.
That's a clever strategy.
I do hope that's a good thing, my lord.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
Tak jo. Nebudem mu to zatím dávat. Ještě nejsem rozhodlý. To jde se nějak pokecat stálý? Nevypadá to. Bude si Malcolm. To je kdo?
Ethan. Or should I say Lord Ethan?
Hello, Uncle Malcolm.
I saw what you did today. It's not an easy thing to do, showing mercy to a man who admits his guilt. But if you'll excuse me, my lord, I should finish packing before nightfall. I hope to be off tomorrow, at first light.
But where are you going?
Your mother asked me to cross the narrow sea to find your brother, Asher.
Asher?
She has asked me to return with him, to help the house.
She said nothing of this to me.
Because she fears you will not agree. I told her my place is here, that I'll be of no help to you in Essos. But she insisted. I will hold, of course, until you've spoken with her about this. Just try to be kind to her. She's been living a nightmare made real. But you know that just as well.
She's my mother. Of course I'll be gentle.
I know you will. You're good-hearted, my lord. That is your true strength.
But my mother's fears are not the only ones I face. My people are scared as well. I'm told I must choose a sentinel.
If I may be so bold, Sir Royland is the man for the job.
Royland.
He'd be a fine choice. And I'd trust him. Aye, Sir Royland is the man you want.
Why Sir Royland?
We are at war. You need a warrior by your side.
No, samozřejmě.
Royland has the respect of his men and will bring strength and discipline to this house. Duncan would offer sage advice, but now is not the time to negotiate. Not with the likes of Ramsay Snow.
Thank you, Uncle.
Ethan, I need to talk to you.
Tohle byly dobrý rady. On to shrnul vlastně úplně celkově. Royland samozřejmě, má teď své vojáky a je to ten válečník, no, který se kterým by se nám nic nestalo, no. Duncan je spíš ten strateg, ale kdyby došlo na nějaký souboj u nás, tak by nás moc neochránil. Tohle byly užitečný rady.
I can't afford any more mistakes. Everyone knows what happened with Lord Whitehill. Garrett being sent to the war without my knowledge.
I know. And that wasn't your fault.
But I'm the Lord. It's my responsibility. The people want me to lead. They need me to, but...
What? Ethan, please. Tell me.
Who should I name as my sentinel?
No,
definitely be Duncan Tuttle.
Samozřejmě.
He's dependable and smart, and everyone trusts his judgment. Sir Royland is unpredictable and likely to make matters worse.
You've always given me good advice. Thank you.
Tak jo, tak jako oba nám dali užitečný rady, no, ale furt jako nějak moc nevím. Což se na ně podíváme. Budeme se ještě promluvit s Roylandem. Já pořád si nejsem nevím komu teda.
Swords up! Come on, what did I say? Swords up! Slash right! Parry! Again!
Co ten Ryan tam, s ním bych se taky bavil.
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
No, to znamená,
many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. What's the state of our defences? Are these men ready for what's coming?
This lot? Ready? No, but they will be. We post anyone who can hold a spear along the parapet, up where they won't get much scrutiny, and put our meanest, nastiest looking brutes front and centre. That'll show Ramsay we're a force in our own right. You've got to project power, especially when you're weakened.
Thank you, Sir Royland. I'll let you get back to training these men.
Thank you, and I'll be sure to watch out for more deserters. After today, I suspect there'll be more to come.
Počkej ještě jednou. Talk to.
Yes, my lord.
Na to jsem chtěl, no.
I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority and made you look weak to the White Hills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud.
Your words are wise, Sir Royland.
Thank you, my lord.
I will consider them as I make my choice.
So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
Jako ten Royland to chce víc. Ten Duncan, ten jako mluvil tak nestranně docela, ale ten Royland, ten to chce, no. Portkulis. Nemůžem pokecat. Který je ten rájon ještě, ne? Jo. Tak s ním taky pokecáme ještě.
Careful. Keep at it and you won't have much left. Something to pick your teeth with.
No, Ethan. Look at this. All good swords have a name. I call mine Two Brothers. I carved this to give me strength. And this...
Ethan a Roderick.
So I remember. I mean, I could never forget. But... Oh, you know, don't you?
I'm honored.
Jo. Budu ptát na to ještě ráno.
Someday I'll have a real one, but not like that one. Only a lord could have that sword.
You'll have a good sword, I'm sure of it.
I watched you today. I saw what you did to that man.
No, to co to myslíš?
Was he our enemy? A bad man? Everyone keeps talking about them.
No, he's not our enemy, but he did a bad thing.
Then I wish you'd hurt him. People who do bad things need to be punished. Someone did something bad to Father and Roderick. Someone should hurt them even worse. I want a real sword. No one's afraid of wood. I'll find the men who took Roderick someday, and I'll make sure I have a real sword when I do.
Nějaký ostrý, ten by všechny zabil, ty. A teď už, že se tady podívám, jestli tady ještě něco nemůžeme udělat, ale... No nevypadá to tak. Si jdem na ten koncil a pořád nevím, jako koho zvolit, no. Tak jdem za mistrem.
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. I see you've spoken to a number of people. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life.
How much do we have to give, Maester?
From here to Wolfswood Creek and then across the next 2 ridges, it should be enough to satisfy Ramsay Snow, I imagine. Bloodlust can often be sated by gifts and gold. My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
Jako jak jsem říkal, každý má nějaký plusy a mínusy, no. No a jdem na koncil.
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision?
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
Tak ještě nějaký...
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
No, tak jako, když si to shrnem, tak... Jsme ve válce. A tenhle by nás, Roland by nás ochránil. Ale Duncan, ale Roland je takový nepřehlednej. Jako nevíme kdy co udělá. Duncan to je právě opak, ten je chytrý, ten může vymyslet dobrou strategii, ale... Já nevím. Bych to dal mámě nejradši, jo, a nazdar. Jo. A to dám asi Duncanovi. Jo, dáme to Duncanovi.
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle? This is reckless.
No, ten bude naštvaný.
Lord Ethan has made his choice. I will not disappoint you, my lord.
Něco je jasný, Duncane.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scouts say he's only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council. Lord Ethan deserves to hear from all of us.
I will hear from my sentinel. Please.
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please.
Pak by přijela celá armáda, to bychom byli v háji.
Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
Mother, what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Tyjo. Jaký dobrý rozhodnutí, no, jako váčet nebudeme určitě.
My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance, and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
No ten Roland, ty vole, to je jediný náš schopný voják. Jako doufám, že se týká už nějak záry, nebo tak.
Ethan has made his opinion known, and you will respect his decision.
No, máme odehranou hodinu a 3/4, takže už se každou chvíli budeme blížit ke konci první epizody.
Forgive us, my lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall, and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
Já zase budu souhlasit s Duncanem.
I will meet him in the Great Hall.
A wise move, my lord.
It's careless. Can't you see Tuttle is steering you wrong?
That's enough, Royland. Lord Ethan has given his command.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
Sit down at once.
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow in the Great Hall, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
My lord, I have fought for this family for many years. Do not forget that.
No, to nezapomněl.
There will always be those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family. Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
Malcolm told me you want to bring him back.
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight, a hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
Jo, určitě. Já tady chci toho Ashera.
Fine. Malcolm will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
No, teď se nám zase mění podstaty, budeme dát za Miru, ano. To ten konec takový natahovaný. Jo, co tady je? Vezmu si to, proč ne? Ta pečeť. Aha. Vezmem si to. Se může hodit. Klíč. Co to je za klíč? No jenom takhle, ukáž. Zvedni ho, Miro. Tyjo, klíč to už je možná moc, ale taky si ho vezmem.
Marjorie? Oh.
A ta nás bude naštvaná.
Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you might want to know.
Nebo ne, ale nechtěli jsme před ním mluvit o tom rodinném problému.
Thank you.
Nebo spíš o tom. U té Marjorie.
I thought we were friends, Mira. When you dismissed me the other day, I won't say it didn't hurt my feelings. We've known each other for years, and yet to be treated like that.
I'm sorry, Sarah. You shouldn't take it personally.
Well, I did. I thought there was trust between us.
Friends don't hold secrets from one another.
museli řešit soukromě.
Now Lady Marjorie thinks you don't trust me, and she values your opinion very much.
Sarah,
Ona šla vyřešit tu pomoc, ne?
My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
Yeah. Co se stalo?
Are you all right, my lady? The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him. He wouldn't even speak to me when I left him.
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help. Understand, it was my mother's plan, not mine. I just hope you can find some way to forgive me.
No, ale tak to je docela dobrý problém. Když nám král nepomůže, tak vlastně máme akorát toho Ashera, to je všechno.
This is simply not how things are done here, not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
Milady.
To je ten sluha, ne?
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
I'm glad to see you.
Thank you, milady. I hope you saw. I was right before. About Lady Marjorie and Queen Cersei. I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies. Hopefully I've proven I can be useful to you.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who...
No, dořekni to.
People who'd be willing to help you.
Jak tenhle může znát lidi? Který by nám mohli pomoct. A tak nám zase mění postava, tak to byl jenom náskok k míře, aby jsme viděli teda, že nám král nepomůže.
He should be here.
No.
The man values pride more than honor. We'll do without him. And without King's Landing. I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
I hope so.
You made the right decision, my lord.
Jsou tady oba. Jo, takže tady to je teda Ramsay.
Isn't this a lovely pile of timber? Not the place I would be if there was a fire.
Ironwood is near impervious to flame, my lord.
Is it?
May I introduce Lord Ramsay of House Bolton, son of Roose Bolton. Although a bastard, Lord Ramsay has the full authority of the Warden of the...
That's enough. Who is this little boy? Is he lost?
Lord Ramsay, welcome to Ironrath.
Aren't you the little lord? Lord Whitehall told me you were young, but this... Look at you.
A token.
for the new Warden of the North? Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood. Carved by our most skilled craftsmen. Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
No one can match our skill.
Is that so? Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn...
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently. Look at that. More Foresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
Ryan se bojí samozřejmě.
We really must focus on the business at hand.
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say. I want you to show me.
My lord.
Ha! That wasn't so hard now, was it? Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
No, Lord Ramsay.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust a Forrester.
They
They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton. Yet your man lived.
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. Then you welcomed me into your hall like a proper lord, hoping I wouldn't linger outside long enough to notice your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood.
No, to už ty děláš prdel.
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, cut them down.
The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare.
Hence the name, of course.
They know nothing of how to cultivate the forest.
Look at their sigil, my lord. A barren hill.
Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point.
No?
We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord,
half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this little Forrester.
ten Roland, tak ten by nám skočil.
Frightened, are you?
Teď možná jsem ukázal, že jsme udělali dobře, že jsme vzali Duncana.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Ah, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted one.
Dost?
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Teď nezájem, co se může stát, do toho se musíš vložit.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty. Your sister.
Máně to vem. Máně jí vem.
I suppose you can stay.
No, výborně.
Aren't you the bold lord?
No! What have you done?
No! But I don't want a bold lord.
Cože?
Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan! No! No!
Even though you did bend the knee.
My son.
I think we've come to an understanding.
Lord Ethan!
I certainly feel better about all this.
What have you done?
However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Tu ještě ráno. Ty hajzle.
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him. Fetch the maester quickly.
You brought this on yourself.
Stop! Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Help me! Ryan,
Stop it!
Bring them to Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
Ty vole, dobrý no. Takže teďka umřeli i ten. Jako kdo teď bude vládnout, to je konec první epizody. Tak se koukneme, co nás čeká dál.
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties. Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again, our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
No tak dobrý no. Tyjo, takže v další epizodě to bude hodně zajímavý. Viděli jsme tam asi až, podle mě to teda byl Asher, podle té tapy série. Tam. Tyjo, já nevím vůbec, co mám říct. Jako co se týká toho, kdo to bude víc, tak tam se hádal ten Royland s Duncanem. No tak to jsem zvědavý, no to se bude dít, no. No tak to se týká rozhodnutí. Já a 65,8% hráčů jsme jakože zůstali s tím Bowenem hned na začátku, tam jak jsme měli to rozhodnutí buď zůstat s nima nebo jít varovat toho lorda, jsme zůstali s ním. Pak my a 62,4% hráčů jsme si líbili tu lojalitu tomu králi, což se teda nelíbilo Marjorie samozřejmě, no. My a 48,6% jsme osvobodili Erika, to byl ten zloděj, asi teda, jo určitě. My a 69,1% hráčů jsme si zvolili Duncana jako toho Sentinela a tady to rozhodnutí hodně, tyjo, pade na pade, skoro úplně. My a 50,1% hráčů jsme se setkali s Ramsem v té naší hlavní hale. V té velký síni, jo. No, tak tohle teda bude konec pro dnešní stream. Zítra teda bude pokračování a jsem hodně zvědavý, co se stane v té druhé epizodě. Takže ještě bych vás chtěl pozvat, dnes večer bude stream s Until Dawn. Bude to začínat v 9:30. Takže jestli budete chtít, tak doražte a zítra nevím, v kolik bude pokračování Game of Thrones. Když tak sledujte můj YouTube. Tak jo, tak jestli se vám stream líbil, tak dejte like, po případě odběr. A jestli chcete vidět opravdu kvalitní tvorbu, tak navštivte kanál Šíma Gaming. Točí opravdu kvalitní videa, jo, prostě tomu musíte dát povinně odběr, jo. Tak čau.